What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Progressive Action TV. I am your host, Tramel Thompson, and I am also the new vice president in TWU Local 100 in the RTO department. For those who don't know what RTO is, basically subways. And I want to tell you guys about my first week as vice president. So exciting, so exciting. And I also want to let you guys know about the hurdles and the challenges that we face in this department moving forward. But going back to that day one, uh, day one for me was January 6th. I understand that I was supposed to take office January 1st, but that did not happen because, people was on vacation. And with me being the vice president, there's certain onboarding procedures that I must go through. So I must sit with communications. I got to sit with the lawyers. Um, I have to sit with the accountants, handle pay and all that other stuff. And to be honest with you, I didn't handle everything yet. I'm gonna handle that this week because I'm focused on getting out the door and making this department great, right? Um, but I want to tell y'all a little bit more during that meeting. So during that meeting, there was a lot of people. I think it was about 8 people. We had President Davis, we had Tony Utano, we had John Chiarello, we had Dennis Engel, we had Frank McCann, we had the communications people, we had the accounting team, we had other onboarding people that was there, and they were welcoming. I must say that they were welcoming. One thing that I wanted to make sure that I did for me, for my conscience, right? Because I don't want nothing that I have personal to get in the way of the work that needs to be done for the members, right? So one of the first things that I did was I apologized to President Davis. Why? Why, Tramel, why would you apologize? Two wrongs don't make it right. It's as simple as that. Two wrongs don't make it right. Right? I didn't agree with the things that he said about me, the actions that he have taken on me. And I'm quite sure he don't agree with the way that I portrayed him out here. Right? And I wanted to apologize. The right thing to do. Right? To Tony Utano, same thing. I apologize to Tony Utano because Tony Utano was upset about something that I said about his son. His son is around my age. We're around the same age. And this thing bothered Utano for a very long time. And I apologize to Utano because I hear that Utano is a great guy, he's a nice guy and things of that nature. I want to know that nice guy, Utano. But I apologize because what I have personal or what I had personal against them, for me, it's in the past. For me, it's in the past. For me, I want to focus on um, giving the members the level of representation that they truly deserve. That's why they elected me, right? So the first day was about that. Meetings, getting to know the lay of the land inside the union hall itself, um, speaking with different people, and just getting settled in that atmosphere there, right? Because there's a lot of work to do in the RTO department. There's a lot of work to do. And I mean that, it's crazy. So, like, my first day as VP, what I did, I started calling managers, setting up meetings with the chairs. If you don't know, your conductor chair is Chris Drummond. Your train operator chair is Lamar Burke, aka Azar, aka Ziggity. My guy right there. But yeah, so it was about getting out there and start making inroads the best way where we could benefit the members, right? So far, we had a meeting with labor relations, uh, BK, uh, Rashida. Those are two people we deal with in labor relations. But we had like an hour conversation because I'm big on discipline, uh, fighting against it, or trying to find a way where it has been at its lowest levels possible, right? That's one of my goals under my administration. Um, Another thing, we've been setting up meetings with the crew office, setting up meetings with OHS. There's a lot of problems with the MAC. Setting up meetings with subways. They have a new system in place on how they're doing things. And for me, the first month is going to consist of meetings, getting familiar with the managers, getting familiar with their action plans and what our action plans are, and finding out a way how we can work together where it's beneficial to both parties, right? Because we've been living in a space, especially in RTO, where it's been a lopsided relationship where management has been the bigger beneficiaries of this relationship. And we got to try to make it even, either even it out or let us be in a winning percentage. But that's not going to happen by playing nice. You gotta play the game in some form of fashion. But more importantly, you gotta do what's right for the members. And that's what we here to do what's right for the members, right? So within my first week as VP, I already had an e-board meeting. It was interesting to see how that worked. It's like set up theater style. Very interesting to see how that worked. We also had a section meeting for conductors, right? One of the most packed meetings. And we talking about AMs and PMs. A lot of people who was there that come on a regular was saying, we haven't seen meetings like this packed in a very long time. That's a good sign. To me, it was not packed. I want to get it to where there's no seats and only standing room. We was right there. We was right there. We want to get you guys out to these meetings. The AMs and the PMs meetings was crazy. The flaggers shown out. There's so many problems in the flagging division. So many problems. And we're going to weed through those problems and figure it out, right? And the way that I plan on doing the business in RTO is inviting flaggers to the table so they can see what go on and so they can advocate for themselves, right? I think it's best for people to advocate for themselves. So when we talk about going over the work program for the pick, I want to invite train operators, conductors, and tower operators to come look and be extra eyes for us, point out things, voice your opinion. I want the department to be a part of the process. I don't want it to be a closed door thing. Oh, we the officers, we elected, we better than y'all. Nah, we don't want to do it that way. We want to involve you guys as much as possible in these processes so you can see what actually goes on, right? Um, what else? We had meetings. I got meetings set up with the crew office. Like I said, I got meetings set up with service delivery. Um, we visiting terminals. We going to check in with superintendents. Uh, in the terminals, we spoke to the probationary unit. I spoke to a few generals already. We out the door running for y'all. We out the door running for y'all. I mean, our first month is just learning the lay of the land, seeing who's who, having conversations, having meetings, going out the terminals, speaking to the people, taking suggestions, writing down issues, trying to solve issues. Like I said, there's two major issues that's on my radar as we speak right now. One is what's going on with flaggers. Two is what's going on with the MAC. Discipline is always going to be discipline. That's always an issue for me, in safety, right? But yeah, we have a lot of issues in this department, and the way I look at issues is that I don't run from them. Uh, I don't cower to them. I want to solve it. I want to fix it. That's what drives me, fixing it, talking to people. I think that I have a gift with that. I think the members see that I have a gift with that. That's why you guys elected me. And then not to mention, for my own professional development, as you guys know, I did some Harvard classes online. I got 3 different certificates, one in leadership ethics and corporate accountability, management essentials, and negotiation mastery. And I have my specialization in leadership and management from that same school, Harvard, right? Um, I see a lot of people ask me, hey, Tremel, where your office is at? My office is in the field with you guys. I actually do have a physical office. I try to spend as the least amount of time as possible. I basically go in there to take calls, check my voicemail, uh, set up programs in Excel and PDFs and write letters. And I spend as, like I said, I spend as little time as possible in that office. And then I'm out to my real office, which is on the trains, in the crew rooms, at 2 Broadway, at 130 Livingston, at PS 248. Like, I am everywhere. Hundreds of people done seen me already. I'm already, like I said, hands on working on issues. You know, there was an issue at Coney Island Yard. I'm looking to get rectified this week. Shumo, Burke, and myself went to go rectify that situation. Today actually work on that. I hear there's issues with parking permits. We wanna work on that. And listen, we just want to put our best foot forward for this department. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. It's so challenging, but we're gonna get the job done. Um, I mean, some of the individuals that is on the RTO team, I didn't run with them, but they got me excited to work with them, and I'm glad that I'm able to lead uh this department to the best of my ability. I want to give a shout out. You know, a lot of oh wait, hold on, a lot of people been asking what's up with the contact sheet. This is the contact sheet that we made on our own. The communications department did not get around to making our contact sheet yet for some reason. But this is our contact sheet, temporary contact sheet for now. You see all of our names, our cell phone numbers, and our emails, right? You see it for train operators, you see it for conductors. I want to shout out everyone. I want to shout out everyone that's involved with turning this department around. Shout out to train operator Chair Burke. Shout out to Garland Perry. Shout out to Aaron Morrison. Aaron Morrison has been a jewel during this transition process. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Serena Shumo. Shout out to G. McFarland. I had a conversation with him today. Shout out to the Conductor Towers Division. Shout out to my brother, Chair Chris Drummond, Dominic Cope, Nivea Luke, Zani Butts, William Broom, and Recording Secretary Tanya Williams. Um, Listen, we're going to get the job done. There's a lot of work ahead of us. It's not going to be easy, but I'm gonna tell you guys, if we stick together, we can accomplish anything we want in this union. Trust me when I tell you. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, share it out to your coworkers. I'm going to be doing these videos. These videos are not going to stop. I'm going to continue to give you guys information. I'm going to continue to be transparent with everyone. I'll catch you later. Peace.